Anyways, Shalom. Shalom. Coming to the name of Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at great millstone who taught me this truth, and salutations unto the Archim that continued to put the word in truth and in sincerity. Now I want to do this real quick video and pretty much homing in on the motd. And basically, like it or lump it, this is the direction, man. This is the direction of things. Scriptures say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. But the key point there is not established by in and or of, but it's given. So he who gives has the ability to take, and indeed the Lord gave the earth into the hand of the wicked, which is the so-called white man Esau. Predominantly, you white people, you so-called white, you really red people on the earth today, but the Lord is gonna take it from you. And the irony of it is that the Lord's gonna take it from you, whilst it would appear you're being further exalted upon the earth. Now, this is an article kind of, I think, old, a couple of months back from The Guardian. It says, cashless society draws closer with only 1 in 6 payments now in cash. Now, it's all spiritual, like 2/3 of our people gonna die. That's 66 in percentage. That's in percentage format. That's 66.6%. The number of the beast is 3 scores 6 and 6. That's 666. And their first type of calculations on cashless payments is 1 in 6 payments. So that number keeps creeping up, man. That's just a small spiritual sign that this thing, the motd, the thing, man, the RFID chip, is the motd as safe the scriptures, man. So anyways, this is UK final study records 35% drop in cash transactions in 2020 as COVID crisis turbocharges change in spending habits. And I even said the C word. Oh, well. The UK has moved a big step closer to becoming a cashless society after official data showed that the number of payments made using notes and coins fell by 35% in 2020. Changing in spending habits have dramatically accelerated by the CVD, I'll call it, or the CV pandemic, with 13.7 million people leading a cashless life last year, almost double the 7.4 million figure in 2019. So the numbers are doubling rapidly, because there's slowly but surely pushing that agenda, and the people are being coached. Right, the society is being coached into what, man. I'm not really gonna read much more of this. You get the point. The article there if you want to go back and read it in entirety. But that's it on that. Now what I'm gonna do, right, is go to Revelation chapter 13. And I'm gonna start from verse 11, and it says, "And I beheld another beast." Excuse me. "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Right? And that's another lesson I'm gonna do on the deadly wound. Right? And he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. And there's even, in fact, let me get into it here. Which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. Now, the miracles, so the brother over here from the central camp made this site, gives you the breakdown when you're reading it. But as we know, the miracles that he did wrought upon the earth is what? The technology, man. Okay? The increase in technology, which aided them in pushing their laws and agendas, which overall you could consolidate as the NWO, the New World Order, because all their laws, all their new implementations and regulations point towards the New World Order, right? In verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's not a figurative verse. That's very literal. The time is coming where if you and I or anybody else becomes a hindrance to the agenda, you're seen as a terrorist, man. And essentially it's going to be a zero tolerance way of life out here, and you're going to end up getting killed. Okay? As we know that some brothers, not all, but some brothers will have to be put to death for this, man. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their forehead. And that word charagma goes back to what? A cut and insertion in the flesh, man, which is that rice grain RFID chip, or in Europe they call it the NFC, right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, So that's what it's pointing towards, man. We can clearly see that, the motd ain't the white man, it ain't Christianity, ain't none of that, man. It's the implantable RFID, man. Now the reason I'll go to Matthew 6 is because essentially there's a verse I want to get in the Lord's Prayer, right? Because we ain't gonna be able to buy or sell out here. Like the other day I went to a shop, right? I went to a shop to buy a drink, and they're asking, along with your payment, they're asking you, have you downloaded the app, to scan the code? You gotta scan the code, otherwise you can't get that particular drink from that shop. And I said, what the fuck? So now, along with payments, in some shops you gotta scan a code, and if you ain't scanning the code, then your money's no good there. Alright? Because of that QR code, instead of you putting it up on your phone, it's gonna be constantly pulled up in your hand. All your other details, But the woman at the this fucking Edomites was being kind of rude, but I kept it cool with her. I was like, okay, I'll just come out the line and head on out, because I ain't got the code, right? But she was like, when I was walking away, you need to download the app. She was a team, and you need to download the app and get the code. Get the code. I ain't fucking downloading no app, alright, to scan no QR code. But the point is our daily bread, man. And I'll end it on verse 8. But ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of, before you ask him. So in that day, the Father and the Son knows what we need. So we have faith that they'll give it and grant it unto us, man. The scripture says, my servant shall eat. I'm gonna wrap it up there, man. But there you go, man. All roads point to the MOTB.